Hello, everybody. Welcome to On a Mission with me, your host, Mel, and as always, the effervescent Emily with us.
Okay.
She's got you have such a contagious smile. I want a smile to compete with yours.
That's what I'm trying to spread. I'm trying to spread joy, smiles, laughter.
I love it. I see everybody's already in the chat. I love it. Thank y'all for being here. Brother Dan, who was hanging out with me actually this past Saturday. And if anybody was hanging out this past Saturday with me at the Neurosis meet and greet, I appreciate every single one of y'all. We had a lot of shenanigans and a lot of fun.
Yeah, you had so much fun, it looked like.
It was such a great time, and the fans were great, and it was a nonstop line, but everybody was just so patient as Thunder Rosa got through the line, signing autographs, talking to everybody, taking pictures. So it was just so much fun.
Yeah, it looked like it was a really great success, and like Thunder Rosa is awesome around all her fans. She really tries to go out of her way.
She really is. And of course I had with me Anakin Rosa, her son, who had just made his in-ring debut at the Dog Pound Dojo. So he was living life that day. He was living life, still living off the adrenaline of Friday after his win. So he was great fun.
I think it's so special when you have your debut match, when you get in the ring for the first time. It's a very special moment, and I'm so
absolutely
to experience that.
Yeah, so he's been living off the adrenaline of that, so it's great fun, and it's just great to see him. I mean, you're talking about a 15, 16-year-old who is watching Thunder Rosa just have the time of her life right now with AEW, NWA, and of course Mission Pro, and then he had his in-ring debut and got a win. I mean, he's on cloud nine. I don't blame him. I would be too.
now he has to like get back to work, right?
That's what it is.
Train harder and then like go to his next opponent.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I mean, yesterday they were back in the gym, already hitting it. I mean, 3-hour sessions. So I mean, it's no joke.
Yeah, it's no joke.
I love it. I was going to say the same thing. Thank you everybody for being here, man.
One of the front row says one of the pics looked like Brian was doing the meet and greet.
He was just there. He was just there to keep everybody, all of us actually, in line.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Brian, is hard to track down too. So maybe that is another option. We can do a little meet and greet.
Yes, true. I love it. I just want to give a shout out to Pink Rail Fan who's in here. I've known him for a while now. He is, I know who he's waiting for. He's waiting for Alex because he is like Alex Gracia's #1 fan. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know a bigger Alex Gracia fan than Pink Rail Fan. He has traveled to San Antonio a couple of times from New York to see her.
Wow, that's dedication.
Yeah, and then the last show we had at Mission Pro where Alex was there. Alex debuted. She did not get the win, but he showed up front row, and that day before the show dyed his hair pink. We hit the salon and everything. So
wow. I mean, pink is my favorite color, which we're going to talk about. But I think that's awesome.
Yes, I love it. I'm just so glad that we were able to get Alex on because I think aside from Thunder Rosa, she's probably the most busy, other wrestler that I know.
And this week was crazy for her too. Like this week we had so many momentous matches. So we're gonna like dive into that a little bit later. But man, what a week for her.
I know. Texas wrestling is going like crazy right now. I love it. I mean, we've always known that the talent was here. It was just how to get it out there, and it's out now, and now it's for everybody to see. And I'm just so happy that they're getting their moment to shine, and it's just down for the count. Thanks for joining us tonight. Love you guys.
Yeah, down for the count. So many great people in the chat.
I know.
Some of our sponsors are here.
Absolutely. And thank you guys so much for sponsoring. And let me just say that Friday is the last day to sponsor. We are shutting off sponsorship on Friday. So make sure you get your sponsorship in if you have not already. You can email missionprowrestling@gmail.com. You can ask for the tiers. There are several different tiers to choose from. There isn't a bad tier. We will promote the hell out of you because we love our sponsors. We could not do this without you guys. You know that. Gorilla Press, always great to have you. Always great to have you as a sponsor as well.
Exactly. It's such a great, like being a sponsor is such a great way to get involved in Mission Pro, to support the women, support what we're doing in the wrestling industry. And there's so many amazing tiers that are reasonable for small businesses.
Absolutely.
So if you don't think you could do it, just reach out to us and and have a conversation with us, because we want to get as many people involved, because it's a great thing, great thing to do.
Absolutely. And another one of our sponsors, The Nation Show, got shouted out today on by Dave LaGreca. Mm-hmm. You guys are egging him on. If you guys don't know and have not been keeping up, if you don't watch if you don't listen to Busted Open Nation with Dave LaGreca, Mark Henry, Bully Ray. If you guys haven't been listening, things have gotten a little heated between Dave LaGreca and Thunder Rosa, and Dave LaGreca will be making an appearance at Mission Pro Wrestling May 1st. It is rumored that maybe some of his co-hosts will show up. There's no guarantee, but Dave has said that he will be there. So if you guys want to see, be front row for the Thunder Rosa Dave LaGreca confrontation, I suggest you get your tickets.
And Twitter has been blowing up today. It was blowing up yesterday because did you see Thunder Rosa's little video?
Yes.
Talking a little,
she cut a promo on Dave LaGreca.
And I did not want to be that dummy. I didn't want to be that
right.
Whatever she had, she was beating up.
Yeah, she was beating up that little medicine ball thing. I was like, wow.
I definitely am excited to see what happens, because
I do too. I am too.
There's some build up there. I feel like there's some history, they go way back. I don't know.
All I know is she better be wearing her Dave LaGreca shirt, because you know what? I kind of am on his side about that. She was supposed to wear it. And she didn't. And he did wear his he did wear his Thunder Rosa shirt. So now it's on Thunder to wear her Dave LaGreca shirt. It's only fair.
It's a trade, right? You gotta be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So yes, then into oblivion. Mm-hmm. That's about right.
Exactly. Guys, Brian Rosa in the chat.
Yay! So he says official flyer coming soon.
It is, but Emily and I wanted to drop a little tidbit here for you guys, because this is what we do, guys. Before it even hits the flyer, before it hits our social medias, before it goes out to everybody else, you guys here in chat always hear it first. So, returning to Mission Pro Wrestling May 1st is the one, the only, the prodigy, Roxy. Guys, Roxy will be back in action May 1st at Mission Pro Wrestling. You've already seen that the main event is going to be La Rosa Negra versus, Red Velvet. Red Velvet kind of threw us a little bit of a swerve with her promo. I thought it was just like a congratulations. That
kind of threw me off too. I was like, oh, that's nice. It's a nice message, congratulatory message. Yep. Excited for the champ, because of all of her consecutive wins. And then it turned nasty.
It really did. I did not expect that. She said that she was sending something over for La Rosa, something nice. I thought, oh, this is really nice of her. I'll put it up. It'll be great. I didn't realize it was going to end up as a challenge and as the main event. So she kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop, but I am here for it. And so today, I have not looked at it yet. I'm a little nervous, but La Rosa Negra has sent me some words for Red Velvet, and I'll be putting that up later, guys, on our YouTube channel. So be looking out for some words from La Rosa Negra, our Mission Pro Wrestling champ. was not okay with Red Velvet's little, impromptu promo.
Yeah, I can see why. And that makes it. I'm a little nervous to see what she has to say.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the response is not going to be pleasant.
I agree. I don't think it sat well with her. She was kind of she was a little upset when it got posted to YouTube. She was taken aback. She didn't realize that her student felt like that. I mean, but I don't blame Red Velvet. Red Velvet, has been training hard. She's been on TV. She's been on AEW. Just got signed. I think she's feeling like maybe the student has
surpassed
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
exactly.
And this is like an old age moment, right?
Absolutely.
It's a moment that we all, you as a teacher, you can only hope that your students excel past you, but also it comes with kind of ramifications if they do.
Yes.
So it's it could be good for I don't know if it could be good for both, but one or the other. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, exactly. I think that the students got something to prove. Red Velvet definitely has something to prove, and La Rosa Negra has to prove that she can still master the student, because as much as you teach your student, there's always tricks that you keep for yourself in your back pocket. And I never put anything past La Rosa Negra, because I feel like she's always pulling something out each show that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and that's so like you have to be like a few steps ahead, right?
Right.
And La Rosa Negra always is. And so we'll see if that catches up with her or not.
Yes, exactly. I do want to give also a big shout out. I'm not going to give any more names of who's on the show, but I will let you guys know that we will have a guest announcer and a guest commentator. As you guys know, we had already released, at the last show, Holodead challenged genocide. Okay, so that we already know. So management went ahead and sanctioned it. That's a match for May 1st. You guys knew that. Genocide versus Holodead Part 2. Mm-hmm. So Genocide will, Holodead will not be on commentary. I just, that's a battle she needs to prepare for, and she's got to get her mind right for. So we're going to take her off commentary for the night. But in her place, we are bringing in Alyssa Marino, guys, from NXT.
Yeah.
Just an amazing talent. I do too. I really love her, and I'm so excited for this, because it's going to be Brittany, who we all love. Brittany and Alyssa on commentary. I'm excited for this duo. I think they're going to knock it out of the park, and it's going to be so much fun. I just hope that we can contain them, because there was no containing Thunder Rosa and Holodead.
Yeah.
On March 20th.
Yeah, no, I feel like that. When it's funny when you like mix and match commentary talent, you never know what you're going to get, right?
Yes.
But Alyssa is definitely a professional. She was great. I worked with her on Primetime Live in Los Angeles and United Wrestling Network. So I've seen her work firsthand, and she's incredible and super talented. So I'm excited to have her. Yay.
I'm excited as well. This is my first time working with her, so I'm ecstatic, because as you guys know, we go big, and this May 1st is going to be a big show. Alyssa Marino is coming out there, and then sponsored by Gorilla Press for our MC and announcer for the night is going to be Sam Laterna. So Sam Laterna will be on the mic, and another amazing talent who's just done so much in the world of wrestling, and she's gonna knock it out of the park. So yeah, we're gonna have an amazing team.
You're with her as well. This is awesome. We're gonna like blow this show out of the water. And
yeah,
right. Every show keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, exactly. This show's each show. I always say I don't know how we're gonna top it, but somehow we managed to. And I haven't released the whole card yet. I haven't released any of the names. You guys know 2 matches. You guys know 5 names. And it's only going to get bigger from here. Watch our socials, because I'm going to start dropping I'm going to start dropping names real soon, guys. So get your tickets. You're not going to want to miss it. I will tell you this, Emily.
You're teasing me.
I am. I will tell you this, Emily, and I'm so sad because somebody asked me, but VIP are sold out.
Oh no. Well, that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It is good for us. Unfortunately, it's bad for you guys if you didn't get your tickets, but VIP is sold out. But general admission are still out there, so go buy your tickets, get your general admission tickets. Come on down to Buda, Texas. May 1st, Mission Pro Wrestling. I mean, it's going to be amazing. I mean, Sam Laterna, Emily Mae Heller. You got Brittany.
Robert said that. Asked if more interviews from me will come on May 1st.
Oh, yes, please. I hope so, Emily. Please bring. But I would maybe stay away from cotton candy and Rachel Rose.
I know. I'll stay away from the cotton candy. Maybe there's some other treats. I didn't get a corn dog last time either, so we have to come up with some other treats I can have.
I know. I feel like we have to find a treat that Rachel Rose won't like toss away, because that was rude.
It was rude. I don't know if there's any treat we could give her that she won't toss away. I just feel like she's that type of person. But maybe we got to brainstorm. Whoops.
No. You're getting excited. I'm excited too.
It's a live show, guys. Anything happens. Yeah. Hold on.
I loved Emily's interviews, guys, and we are definitely going to be doing some more because, like I said, there's going to be so much talent on May 1st, and we're definitely going to want to talk to them. But I don't know, Gorilla Press. I don't know if Rachel Rose is a Dino Nuggets kind of gal.
Dino Nuggets? Well, maybe. I don't know Dino Nuggets. There's Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
What else did we miss? Pineapple pizza and Canadian Hawaiian pizza. Maybe. I don't know.
Rodney's like, Melanie, you're so good at keeping those secrets. You have no idea how much it's killing me.
So
it really.
You hold on to all of I bug you all the time. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And in a nice way, but you are so good at keeping the secrets. And it's like, I want to like get things started and plan. And but you are so good at that.
I feel like as much as I want to tell it, Thunder Rosa chopping me, and that's in the back of my mind. Thunder Rosa chopping me is like what's keeping my mouth shut.
Oh my goodness, I know. So brother Dan the Man Smith is from England.
He is.
Right. And best of luck. He wishes us best of luck. And
thank you.
But so you have to like stream it on Title Match Network.
Yes.
You have to tune in.
Yes, you can stream the Title Match Network, and Title Match Network YouTube already has, like I said, some of them, like I said last time, some of the matches from this last show. It's got some of our matches from previous shows. So Title Match Network YouTube channel or TitleMatchNetwork.com. You guys go and watch Mission Pro Wrestling. Support. I guarantee you guys will not be disappointed. I mean, how amazing is it though that you would pay Thunder Rosa to chop you?
Ryan, I don't think you could pay enough because it's going to be rough if you have that happen.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, she gets such a delight out of it, Ryan. I don't even know if she would even charge you. You specifically, she would probably do for free. And Holiday would too.
Just for the fun of it, right?
Just for the fun of it, for you, Ryan. Yeah, I definitely think. Yeah, I pass on all the chops. Thunder Rosa does not play.
No. There is still a battle in the chat about pineapple pizza. The Nation show, we have to have a discussion about the pineapple on a pizza.
No pineapple pizza, guys. Come on.
It's going to be an ongoing battle.
It really is.
Find the right pizza for everyone. It's going to be an ongoing discussion.
It definitely is. It's like a battle. That's a battle. I didn't realize how controversial pineapple on pizza was until
it is. Oh, Dan, no pineapple. Ugh.
See, Dan knows what's going on. I'm with you, Dan. No pineapple on pizza.
See, the Nation show wants to have a civil debate on the subject. So I think it's open. I think we should have that.
I don't think the word civil and pineapple pizza go together. It's an all-out battle.
Oh, Brian says, I'll chop you, Ryan, for Thunder Rosa. I will pay you, Brian, for that. I will pay you for that.
Brian. I'll tell you what, though. Yes. I was just about to say, I'm so proud of everybody from Texas who's been, and not just Texas, but also all of our, all of the talent that's been on Mission Pro, and now we've seen them pop up on AEW and NWA, and then other, and other promotions. I'm so proud of all of them. They've been taking advantage of, what was supposed to be such a bad time for wrestling, and they've turned it around and have really made it flourish. I feel like even more. So I really, my hat's off to them for doing such an amazing job. Alex and Sky Blue, Genocide, Thunder Rosa, of course, all on NWA, which, all of them were on Mission Pro. So, I mean, feel like a proud mama sending kids off to, school for the first day. It's like, go do your best, kids.
You're like the wrestling mom. You're like, all right, kids, go.
I know, exactly. And then, of course, tonight on AEW Dark, we got to see, a number of ladies from the Dog Pound Dojo, and also ladies who have been on Mission Pro. So it's always great. Yeah, it's always great to have them.
Maddie did well.
Yeah. They did so great. And so I'm just like, just like a proud mama. Proud mama moment, guys. Sorry. It's just so wonderful to see people striving. We've talked about it before, this whole pandemic thing. Everything got shut down. Wrestlers had no clue what was going to happen. People in the wrestling industry didn't know what was going to happen.
Every entertainment industry had to change, but especially wrestling, live events, like it totally shifted.
Yep.
How we worked, how we thought about it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, once we figured out a safe way to do it, and more information came out, we were able to kind of take that and use it and work it to our advantage, obviously, like Mission Pro Wrestling has. And I'll just say it again, because I know most of you guys know, but still, we still require masks. Texas is open, but we still require masks. All the talent and all the workers at Mission Pro Wrestling, from the announce team to the wrestlers to the refs to backstage production managers, we're all still COVID tested a few days before the show, and then we quarantine until the show. We're safe. We're trying to do as much as we can to keep the safety of our entertainers, because these ladies are traveling, and they're working, and we want to keep them working.
Yeah, so exactly. It's always like, it's a tough spot to be in, because we're putting the protocols in place to keep everyone safe, but with everyone traveling, and like all the girls try to be super safe, and
absolutely,
and especially with Texas Open, we have to be very diligent, and we're the fans are safe as well, and everyone there.
Yeah, exactly. So we take y'all's health into consideration too. So we're still social distancing and limiting tickets. So I will be so happy, though, one day, guys, when we don't have to limit tickets and we can just see all y'all's lovely faces in Buda, Texas for Mission Pro Wrestling, and just have a full house, a completely full madhouse, because I feel like you guys are always loud and always into it, have such an amazing energy that I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a truly full house.
Yeah, like Mission Pro fans are the best, right? Super supportive, super loud. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. I always feel like even on Twitter, Emily, you tell me, because you've done it during the show, but I feel like there's still an energy online, isn't it? Because for the past couple shows, we've been trending.
Yeah, we've been trending online the past few shows. The last show, I couldn't even keep up. There was so much feedback, and just all of the matches had great responses, and it feels like there's a whole level, because people are streaming it on Title Match Network. Some people are watching it live. People are not only live tweeting it while watching the show, but also in person, and then Title Match Network people watching. So it's like the trifecta of content out there. So it's really wonderful to just see all the positive comments that come out, and in support of especially people that are making their debut. I think that's really it's always like a big step to do that. And so, or people that we haven't seen in a while. And it's all been super supportive. And I love that.
Yeah, it's always so great. And I love the energy there. And I hope, we keep that energy up. Just so you guys know, so you guys can write it down. I'm going to let you guys know our next dates if you don't already know it. So obviously May 1st, Locked and Loaded. June 12th is our next show. After that, July 31st. We're going to take a break for August. Let everybody take a big breath. Then we're coming back strong, guys. We're coming back real strong in September. This is going to be our anniversary show. Okay, guys? Our anniversary show is in September. And we're hoping to make it bigger and better. We may, I don't know if I should even say it.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. Emily, see, I got to keep the secrets. I want to say it.
I know the secret, but you got to keep it.
All right, I'm keeping the secret, guys. I'm just saying it could possibly, probably be a bigger show. The biggest show? Is that giving? That's not going to give away
ever. Maybe. I don't know. Let's leave everyone hanging there.
Yeah. I'm just saying, guys.
Yeah, front row, you'll be there. Super loud.
Absolutely. You guys are always loud.
So Brian's asking, how many debuts do we have in this May 1st show?
Oh, you're going to make me use my brain, Brian. Okay, guys. I will let you know. Names are going to start dropping as soon as tomorrow. But I believe we're going to have about 5 debuts.
Ooh. Does that include commentary and ring announcing?
Okay, so if we include commentary and ring announcing, we're going to have about 7 debuts then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So 5 wrestling debuts, guys. 5 wrestling debuts. I wish I could. Maybe I could say where they're traveling from. Is that too much?
I don't know. Will that give it away?
Oh.
Just say they're coming from far away.
Yeah. They're coming from far away, guys.
Yeah, not from Texas.
Not from Texas. Oh, I can't say. I will not give away a name, but I will give away a clue, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe? What do you think?
Don't
do it? Should I do it?
It depends on what the clue is. It could give it away or it could not. It could confuse them.
I will say this, guys. We are getting an amazing debut that maybe, maybe a little hidden secret, little hidden secret. She wears a mask. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. She is a Texas wrestler. I will say that. I'll give that away. She's a Texas wrestler, and she wears a mask, and she's maybe a hidden talent in Texas. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Okay, that's enough. Everyone go do your thing.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
The internet sleuths are on it, I'm sure. They're going to figure out.
Oh, people are asking. Rodney's like, Bobby's asking if one's coming from Florida. I don't think you should answer that.
I don't know, Bobby. Bobby.
I don't know why I said it that way.
I love it though.
I'm tired, so I'm a little punchy.
Jason's getting mad at me. He said, that's enough hints. Don't do it.
Enough hints. The internet super sleuths are done. They don't want any more hints.
Okay. I'm done giving hints. But that was just one.
That was just one.
Yep.
So what else are you looking for? Well, I guess because we're not dropping any names. So any other announcements we need for this May 1st? We talked about sponsorships.
Yes, we did.
Making sure you spread the word and get those emails and sponsorship, get people to sign up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And make sure you buy your tickets, guys, and make sure you spread the word. We always love it. We appreciate you guys every time you like, subscribe, and also share our stuff. If you were with us on Saturday, you heard Anakin Rosa. He said share, share, share.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just I'm here to the message of sharing.
Yes, please share. That helps us. We're trying to get more content on the YouTube channel. We're trying to get more all over social media. Fun stuff should be coming down the pipeline. So
that's right.
Keep spreading the word. You know, we love all your support.
Absolutely, guys. Keep spreading the word. And also don't forget Heavyweights, the official theme song for Mission Pro Wrestling has dropped. You can go to Spotify. You can go to Amazon. You can go to Apple Music, iTunes, and look it up. It's Heavyweights by Loud Love, the official theme song for Mission Pro Wrestling. Whew, all right.
Oh, you're tired, huh?
I am. I have to hurry up and get in this interview with Alex, because if I don't, something else might fly out of my mouth accidentally, and I don't want it.
You have to get her. You have to get her here. Where is she?
Alex, where are you? I'm telling you, she's so busy.
I know.
She's probably wrestling again.
I know. She's wrestling. She's actually rolling out of the ring right now. We're gonna have to get her. Aligned.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Just I gave you 2 hints. That's right, Ryan.
So what is this? What is this? Do you forget that I'm doing a book about paranormal world with TV program called Ghost Dimension? Please let me know if you would like a book. What is that? Dan, the man, I need to know more. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about a little bit of like this, or a little bit about this on Saturday. That's right. You were going to give me some more info. What is going on with that?
What is this? This sounds. Wait. Is it like ghost stories and stuff? Because I'm like terrified of ghosts. No joke.
Oh, please don't scare her.
I went on a ghost like tour in New Orleans, and it was the most terrifying experience of my life.
Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
Oh, it was terrifying. We did like the 10 p.m. It was super late, and it was a good bonding experience with coworkers. And I'm like, all of us were like in little pods jumping on each other.
Oh my God.
Just like, ah!
Yeah, we thought it was a good idea to do the night tour of the Jack the Ripper tour when we were in London. And don't do that at night.
Oh,
and then he's like, and this is the 10 bells. Of course, now that pub is gone, but yeah, it was a little creepy.
The Nation Show guys versus this wrestling pre-show. They got Brian's throwing out ideas.
Brian's booking something else now.
Brian's booking a whole other pre-show.
I know. Wow, we're gonna have warring factions at Mission Pro Wrestling now.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have warring sponsorship factions, and we need to like pair them up, and then we're gonna combine them, and that's gonna be awesome. And then you guys will fight it, duke it out for a top tier.
Yeah. We're already thinking of like a tournament, like a
tournament of sponsors.
A tournament of sponsors and podcast guys. Oh my God.
That would be so funny.
This is getting violent up in here.
I wouldn't expect anything less for a little wrestling action, right?
Exactly. You know what I will say? Just talking about factions and stuff like that, I'm kind of wondering like where the factions lie for a Holodead and Genocide, because I don't want to cross either one of those ladies. But I'm with Holodead on this one. Like I think she's still upset about everything that happened last match and everything that, you know, people egging her on and calling her a target for genocide. I think she's still bitter and angry and holding on to that. I am definitely going to be going team Holodead on that one, guys. Don't be like Ryan. Don't be like Ryan and go against genocide. Go against Holodead.
I think I'm going to go with Holodead as well, because I have seen her on commentary.
Yeah.
And I've seen her in the ring. And I don't know if I want any of that. Like, I don't want to be on the wrong side of that.
Yeah, that's my feeling. Not that I can take genocide or anything, but Holodead scares me a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, she has knives. She's got face paint. She's got a shirt that says "F around and find out" with her face on it. So I mean, that's a little scary.
Yeah, totally.
Cool, guys. But without further ado, guys, I have pinked up the room where the Pink Dream has been staying. And so it's not a green room, it's a pink room because it's only fitting for our guest. I'm so happy that she's here, and I'm so happy to announce that Alex Gracia is in the building. And let's bring her on.
Yes, I'm in the building, and I am so sorry. You know, like these time changes are throwing me off so bad.
Time changes. Let me
And
see,
then, like,
from
my
Florida
alarm,
to
like,
Georgia.
went off. I'm so
Oh,
confused
we
with
understand.
everything, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be on like right now." I'm so sorry.
No problem at all.
Sorry.
I mean,
we were ramping up, you know. We were
yeah.
Okay,
vamping.
cool. First, I was like, I got the link, and then I was like, okay, cool. And then like I had set an alarm for 7:30 because I was like, oh, it's at 8. But I'm like in California right now. I forgot where I was.
Of course.
Yeah, I forgot where I was, and I was like, oh, that's like 6 o'clock here. I messed up.
Well, I
But
can't
I'm here now.
imagine.
Hello.
I was gonna say, I can't imagine you would be like having time zone difficulty. I mean, you're in Florida for AEW, you're in Georgia for NWA, you're in Texas, and now you're back to California.
Yeah, and I just flew from New York a day ago because I did a signing over there. So like this whole week I've been in so many different time zones. Like I'm just like, it's nuts. I'm just like, I don't even know, like, what's the right time? Is there even a right time?
Yeah. Just be on Alex time. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just stick to Alex time.
Just get stuff done when you can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I actually wanted to talk to you about that. So, you know, we've been talking to everybody about how the pandemic has kind of either worked for them or worked against them. But I feel like you used it for definitely work for you.
Oh, thank you. Like it took time because I was at home too, like trying to do my home workouts, trying to figure out how to work from home. And so of course, like you get caught up with like, oh, like wrestling, like you got to be out wrestling. But then like I started to be like, okay, like what are the things I actually can control? And so that's when I started to try to like do more like promos like on the computer and stuff. And so then I was like, well, what is running right now? And I was very limited to what was running.
Yeah.
Like you only have WWE or AEW. It's so
Right.
like I was like, I need to make a goal. And so my goal was, I was like, okay, I want to get to like AEW somehow. So like I just kept doing like promo after promo, and I was like, hopefully I'll get like enough like attention from this or like retweets that maybe they'll see this and then finally bring me in. So that really like worked out. Like, I mean, it was great because AEW was really good during the pandemic to a lot of indie wrestlers and bringing people in. So that was super, super helpful. And it really like got us to start moving again up until now. And now things are finally starting to like open up again. So it's like, okay, like I had some time to like get my groove on again. And now it's like, okay, like let's put the foot back on the pedal and start moving.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You went like 100 miles per hour too. It was great.
Know,
once you started,
like,
you just
you went from like 0 to 100 in like I know it didn't feel like it didn't feel like that.
Let me tell you. If you let me talk, I can talk.
Can you share how was your first experience with AEW? I'm sure that was like a super special moment for you.
Yeah, like of course you're super nervous because you're going somewhere you've never been before. But what's really cool about AEW is like, especially like the women, like a lot of them, like I did get to cross paths with in the indies. So then I knew them there. So that that's what I think helped make it like really comfortable, was there were a lot of people like you felt comfortable about, and they tried to make you feel comfortable. So you're still like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing because this is a new place. But it, like, there were a lot of people there who were very motivating and inspiring, because like they were just in your place like a year earlier.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy was it though, this past match? It's like you and Thunder Rosa, AEW, you're on TV. Is this not like, I can't even, I'm trying to think the last time you guys crossed paths. Like, was it at Ladies Night Out maybe?
So we had a show, I think in September, it might have been, and it was like an indie expo. And
right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, in Dallas, and that was
Dallas,
our last match, and that's, I think, was maybe it was the week before she was gonna go have her pay-per-view against Sheeta and make her debut over there, and then I had been like still trying to like get over there still. So that was just a few weeks before like a lot of things changed.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy though? Like, you guys took a picture, you know, there's like, I think there's 7 of y'all from Texas taking a picture in front of AEW with Thunder. And it's like, man, from the indies to AEW, as I feel like you guys all came up, almost all of you guys came up together as like this group, you know, you guys have all been working the indies for a while, and then all of a sudden you're there. You're like, it's got to be comforting to have like these friends around you though. Like, you know them from Texas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's super comforting. But like, we're all there like trying to motivate and inspire each other too, because you think like the only one in that photo that's actually signed with AEW is Sammy.
Right.
So we're all like, okay, this is a good sign, like we're here together, but it's like, okay, we still got some levels to go. But it is like nice that it's like you have like your friends and like people you've wrestled and like traveled with, because we all know like the hustle we've all put in. So it's like, it's cool to be standing there with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything different? Because I know like on the independent circuit, it's very different than when you kind of move up to these larger companies. Is there something that are there similarities and differences as you're working with AEW?
With AEW, I would say like the similarities maybe is like, I don't know, you just still have that vibe. Like you go, you're frantic, getting ready for your gear. You're like, like that's always the same. But like, of course, like the difference is like you're around like an actual setup and things are looked at you a lot more closely, because like it is for TV compared to like going out there. But for me, the main difference too has been like, obviously, because like I started going over there when the whole pandemic stuff happened. So it's like my only experience over there is with no fans. So I'm sure it would be totally different if I had been going over there recently and like you had the whole fan experience too. I'm sure that would just like set the bar to a different level.
Yeah, feeding off that energy, it's totally different.
Yeah, and getting to wrestle in front of like the amount of people that they had before COVID, that's still something that people there signed haven't gotten to experience either. So it's just, it's a totally different experience.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a big lesson, like during your first appearances afterwards, was there a big lesson you learned, or is there like a big takeaway that you had?
There's you can't mess up, which is very like scary. So it's like when you've been off for like that amount of time, it's like you can't mess up, and you're still just going out there and wrestling people you've never wrestled before, and you're just like, this has to be a great match, because this is like AEW is on a different level than just like the indies. And so that's what I think like can get people very like frantic, and you might not perform like at the level you're used to, because like it is a lot of pressure and you're not getting to wrestle these people multiple times usually. And so it's just like, and it's usually because you're also going in there like not as a signed talent, like you're not able to go in there all the time and like get to do what you feel like you feel comfortable with. Like I can't always like show off everything that like the Pink Dream does and stuff. So I think like one of my main lessons too is it's like you have to go into like any company and know like why you're getting brought in and let that kind of like bring you down. And it's like you can't go in there and be like, I'm trying to give y'all all of Alex Gracia, all of the Pink Dream, because if that's not where I am in the company yet, then you kind of have to be like, okay, I'm here. Like, what do you need me to do? And I just need to do the best job I can do at what you ask. Right.
And then Brian wanted to know, who would Alex like to work at Mission Pro Wrestling?
Mm-hmm. Because it would be someone I haven't worked before. But you know what? Like, I've never had a one-on-one with Maddie. I've never had a one-on-one with the champ.
Yeah.
So
that's
I
it.
think that.
There's actually people in the chat. It's like, we want to see you against La Rosa Negra.
Yes, I would love that because that's never happened before. Like I want to like do things like even the girls like I have wrestled before. It's been a long time, so that would be just as exciting.
And then not getting too deep about everything, but I wanted to go back like this summer when we had the Speaking Out movement. You came forward with your story. I don't want to get into names or anything like that, but how hard was it to? I mean, you see all the stories coming out, but you came out with your own, and like you came out with your own, but like, what made you finally come out? Like it had to be hard, and you had to have a lot of stuff in the back of your mind, like what's going to happen once it comes out.
I think like the thing for me was I saw like some other girls doing it, and I was just like, I just know how people can be, and I didn't want them to feel like it was them against everybody. And I felt like if you started adding up the numbers, it would almost be undeniable that you can try to like falsify any of the stories that were put out there, and people still try to falsify the stories.
Right.
But it's like when you have like almost a list of 20 names and they're all saying like similar stories, it's like you want to add to the number because it adds to like the army of just saying like to the other girls like, hey, you're not alone in this. And it's like, hey, for a lot of people too, like I had people like message me and they're like, oh, that wasn't even, I saw it, but it really didn't hit me or affect me until I saw you say something because I know you personally. So it just brought a lot of it caused a lot of minds to be like more open and aware about it too.
Have you noticed a difference, like maybe in the locker rooms or just from either the indies or going to AEW, NWA? Have you noticed a difference in the locker room, like let's say pre-Speaking Out to post? You know, obviously Mission Pro is something totally different, but even with Mission Pro and everything, have you seen a difference?
I haven't been able to experience a lot of other locker rooms since all that happened, but I mean, I think people are definitely more aware, and people are more cautious who they book or the situations they're putting in, or whether it's even like, hey, the girls have their own locker room, because there's been the normal thing was it'd be guys and girls are sharing locker rooms.
Right.
Like that's just like a norm when you're on the independent. So I think like even just having separate locker rooms is like a big step and a difference you're starting to see right away. Like something as little as that, as like giving the girls their own space and the guys their own space, instead of just throwing everyone in one room, when most of the time on a show you have maybe 1-2 at max women's matches. So you might have 2, maybe 4 women in there with 20 something guys. And they got to figure out how they need to change, and they need to figure out how to like have their own like privacy. And so I think that people, even if it is only a few girls, like they're trying to like separate them so they can feel comfortable in that sense.
Right. Exactly. I think that, you know, little changes makes a big difference, especially when, you know, especially when it comes to like changing and privacy and just having your own space and stuff like that in a dressing room. And then, you know, then you come to, was Mission Pro in September your first show back on the Indies?
I think it was. It was in September.
Yeah, because I think I feel like we ran before Independent Expo, right?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I think it was before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was like the expo was like towards the end of September. So yeah, I think that was the first actual like indie show I had done since like COVID.
So like I was different. I was the ring photographer on that show, but like as a performer, you're going through COVID. You're like, okay, I've made a conscious decision. I'm going back. I'm doing a show. Like, how is the feeling of doing your first show after all this stuff? I mean, we still didn't have all the information at the time, you know?
Yeah. I felt fine because I feel like I have like a lot of supportive people in my life and a lot of like support around like wrestling too. And I think like just the whole mentality and standards that like Mission Pro tries to teach, I think they go over the top with like trying to make sure that like everyone feels accepted and everyone is accepted here and we're just all in this together. So
right.
I think that was like the perfect show to kind of like really make people and like the girls specifically really feel like welcomed and invited and comfortable.
Right, exactly. I feel the same way. I love the Mission Pro locker room. We've said it before, and you know that there's a different feeling in that locker room.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't been in a ton of locker rooms, but I just feel like that one is just special. There's something really like family about it. Even those who are just coming in for the first time. You know, we were there for the last show on March 20th, and at the end of the show, everybody was like, "I'm coming back. I want to come back. How do I come back?"
Yeah.
Which is such a great feeling, you know?
There was such a camaraderie at the end of the last show and it was my first show. And I remember everyone was like crying and so supportive. After every match, everyone clapped in the locker room. They were giving really great feedback. Like it was all so supportive. And I've never really experienced that in a locker room like that before, where there was no like fighting and you know happiness or anything like that. It was all just like, let's put on the best show ever.
Yeah and I think that's the thing is like everyone there just wants like the best for everybody, so and you can feel it.
Yeah. Ryan actually he corrected me, so the Indie Expo was in August 29th of last year. Okay.
And then the September Mission Pro.
Yeah. The whole last of last year, like August, September, October is like a blur. I think it's after
2020 is a blur.
Yeah.
I feel like 2020 was like 10 years in 1 year, and we're like, what? Yeah. Like what happened? Yeah, it's still very surreal.
Feel real. I'm just like when people are like, oh, what was the last promotion you worked or something, and I'm just like, well, in 2019.
Yeah.
I feel like 2020 doesn't count. Like we're like not counting.
It shouldn't count. It shouldn't count.
Yeah, it really it's all over the place.
It is.
But you know, I love, you know, we did our photo session. I don't think people realize that you are pink like 100%. Like guys, her luggage is pink. Like your luggage tag, it's pink.
Yes.
Okay.
Your purse is pink.
Alex, I have so much pink in my closet. I know I didn't dye my hair pink for you tonight. I was trying to, but I'm not good at it. So I declined because it would go bad. But my whole closet is pink. And I've always loved it. So I feel like we could maybe trade some.
We can bond.
We could bond. We're gonna bond, and we have to trade some fashion tips here because I need to like bedazzle things pink, and I gotta get that going.
I love like glitzy glam, pink, sparkles, iridescence, probably.
Yes.
Like everything. I'm just like, that's my vibe.
I was like, if you didn't see her gear, then you need to go check out her gear. It's total Alex.
Have you always, like, since you were a kid, loved pink, and you just embraced it?
Yeah, like especially like when I was younger, like, and this kind of goes with like the whole thing of like what I preach. Like it's like my grandma, my mom, they always wanted to dress me up in pink, and like I liked it. And but then like so all my cousins were boys, and like we would all like go out and play sports and be like rough, but like of course they would kind of like they would like tease me because I was like a girl or something. And so like that was like probably the first time I ever like I cut my hair short because I didn't want long hair anymore. I wanted to stop wearing pink because like I wanted them to like accept me. And it like
Right.
I was like, I told my mom, I was like, I want to be a tomboy. Like and she's just like, well, you are a tomboy. And I'm just like, tomboys don't wear pink. Like, and I didn't want to wear pink anymore. And I grew up my entire life, like, I mean, since I was 5, I've been like doing sports. And then when I was 7, I played softball till I was 18, 19.
Oh,
and that
wow.
consisted of the majority of my life. And like especially when I started to get older and you start to like come up with your own like style and your own vibe, like especially in high school, like that's when I was like I had like my softball uniform and I was like a 4-year letterman and all this like pitcher and outfielder. But like I wanted to like amp up my uniform a little bit, so I would like wear like a bow in my hair, and like you can tell like especially like when I would go to tournaments or just anything else, like people wouldn't take me seriously, or I would just like stand out. Like I was the one they had to like talk about because like I looked like a girly girl. But it's like
right.
Just because I'm a girly girl like doesn't mean like I'm not athletic and I'm not like badass at what I do. And so after I started playing sports, that's when it really wasn't an issue as much as far as like having your own style. But like when I started wrestling, I was like, I want to be like that person that like girls or like anyone feel like it's like, okay, like I can be myself, and it's okay if I want to like put curls in my hair, I want to wear makeup. Like it doesn't make me any more athletic than you, and it doesn't make me like any less athletic than you, or any less capable of doing anything. And it just goes with like anyone in their style. Like just it's okay if you call attention to yourself. Like that's who you are, and you shouldn't be like intimidated and insecure about if that's how you want to dress and that's what makes you happy and that's how you want to look. You're still great at what you do at the same time.
Do you think that when you got into wrestling, or when you tell people you're a wrestler, you know, with the hair and everything, do you think they look at you like, really? Like, really? You don't look like a wrestler.
Absolutely.
Really? I feel like
they do. And like
I just can't believe like at this day and age people still do that. I mean,
are like people, because are people like, because your perception, like people might see the pink hair and stuff and they might think, oh, like you said, the athleticism isn't there to back it up. So like, do you have you found like when you first started, did you have to fight that perception?
Yeah. And that's when I kind of, when I was like developing myself, when I started wrestling, like it's because I got that when I started. Like I would come to training and I had on a pink tank top and my shoes were pink, and I just had like things that were like I was a girly girl in there. And so like especially when I first started training, like I could just tell like they were trying to get me out because they did not take me seriously at all. They would be like, we're gonna do 500 burpees today. Like little do they know it's like I had better cardio and was in better shape than all them. So I'm just like, okay, like they were just trying to get me out of there. And I'm just like, y'all can't do anything that's going to make me want to quit. Like the only thing that's going to make me quit is if I hate this.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And I love that. I love that you, you know, people see something maybe not expected and you just turn everything on its head. Like you are not, yes, you're a girly girl, but you're also a really badass wrestler. I mean, you go from the photo shoot where you're wearing heels and you're wearing your dresses and your cute outfits and we cute you up, but then you head straight to the gym and you're like, I mean, you put in 100% every workout, and it's amazing because you like are turning a stereotype on its head. You know what I mean? And I think that girls need to see that. And because I know my daughter, and I think I've told you this before, it's like my daughter, she enjoyed wrestling, but she'd never seen women's wrestling live. Mm-hmm. And the first time she sees women's wrestling, and I know one of the shows we took her to was, because we made it a point, was the BOW show, the Shenanigans. You know, it was all female show. And she was like, there's a pink wrestler. And so for the longest time, you were just the pink wrestler. But and she has a picture with you. But you were the pink wrestler. And she was like, oh, like, it's okay to wear pink. Like, it's okay. Like, pink is good. Because that was her colors. Like, her colors are all the pinks and purples and everything like that. So she was like, you can wear pink and be a wrestler. Yeah. So I love that because my daughter's a girly girl, but at the same time, she plays soccer. She wants to do gymnastics, you know? So, like, and I've been trying to tell her it's okay, but it's one thing for her mom to tell her. It's another thing for her to see it in action.
Yes.
Well, it's like I loved the pink Power Ranger when I was a little girl.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
like,
totally.
that was a vibe. I'm like, okay, she's going out there and kicking butt, and, like, she's wearing pink. That's my favorite color.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's so empowering when you find what you love and your passion and, like, your style and what works for you, and you embrace it completely, no matter what other people and all the outside forces are telling you otherwise, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's what you did. You took it, you embraced it, and you were like, you know what? I'm going to do what I love, and you're showing it to the world right now. And that's special. And, like, I love, Melanie, your story about your daughter, because it is so important, especially young girls and anyone really trying to, like, battle that dichotomy of, like, of that, like, identity. And it's so, like, little girls struggle with that from like onset of starting school, you know, and having other kids around them. So having a really important role model that embraces that and fights against the norms, I think that's amazing.
It is. And, you know, Alex has been an inspiration for not just girls, but let's talk about some of your fans. I love your fans so much. I mean, you know, I'm talking about Mikey. I know Mikey was here for a little while in the chat. He's flown down.
I don't know where he went.
He's flown down to San Antonio a couple of times to see you. You know, he's from New York, but he makes like a whole weekend of it. He's gone through the Riverwalk. He sends pictures. And then, you know, I told you the day of the Mission Pro show, he was in San Antonio and he's like, getting my hair dyed, Melanie. And I was like, no, you're not. Mm-hmm. And he showed up, bright pink hair, front row. And I was like, that's a fan. I mean, how does it feel, like, knowing? Yeah, it is. He just saw you. He said, I just saw her. I was like, he went to your signing in New York.
Yeah.
But, like, how does it feel to know that your fans are going to those limits to come and see you? That's got to be wild.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's, like, a bunch of things that, like, blow my mind because, like, I mean, especially during the pandemic, you're like, I have fans because, like, there's no fans at shows. But, like, even I had, like, these, like, I was leaving out of town, like, for traveling one day, and I signed, like, these 8x10s, and I asked my sister, I'm like, do you think you could take these to the mail for me? And, like, she even was like, Alex, like, this was just so crazy to me. Like, she's like, there's, like, you mailed pictures to the UK and to Canada, and, like, I've had, like, Ireland and stuff, and I'm just like, that is just so crazy that, especially, like, through wrestling, it's reached across, like, that far, and it is still, like, unbelievable to me because, I mean, I just surpassed a little over, like, my 3-year anniversary mark, and so, like, it's still, like, the fact that, like, people are so behind you and, like, love you, like, so much and, like, motivate you, like, is so inspiring, and I love that they've been, like, a part of the journey, like, through the ups and the downs and, like, still been there. Like, those are, like, true diehard, like, people for you, and I love it because they're, like, they're here and, like, we're all growing together through all of this. Like, they're seeing, like, my struggles, and, like, I love that, like, I don't ever have to vent that much online because they'll vent for me. And
yes, they do.
So I'm just like, I love that because I'm just like, they really, like, try to, like, stand up and do that, and I'm just like, oh, like, that's, like, the best support in the world.
Yeah. What are some moments, like, during, because I know this past in 2020 we talked about, it was just such a struggle for many of us. Like, how did your fans help pull you out of, just a tough year trying to figure out where to go next in your wrestling career and figuring out your next steps? How did they help you kind of get through all that?
Well, first of all, I think that they were so supportive, like, because with a lot of wrestlers, because a lot of us didn't have any work for a long time, and a lot of people really like stepped up. Like, they don't realize how much of a difference and how much of our income is from like just our merchandise alone.
Yeah.
So I think like a lot of people showed so much support by like just starting to purchase t-shirts or just starting to purchase pictures, and just it was like more than normal, like on the average basis. And it was like, whoa, like that's there, like I'm more than happy to give you like an 8x10, like that, like how like that they'd even want to just do that, or someone just like throw extras. And so it's like, I think that alone like says like there's people out there that care about me and they don't want me to stop doing what I'm doing. And so like I think that kind of helps you too, like just want to like keep going and keep moving and being like, okay, like I want to go to a show now, and let me think of some new merchandise ideas. Like people would be like, I bought all your shirts, like when are you gonna get a new one? And so it's like, okay, well I need to do something so I could like make a new shirt.
Yeah.
And so like that helps like so much. And like I think like the wrestling community just came together so much during that time. And just even though a lot of people also like weren't making a lot and they were losing their jobs, like they care about wrestling so much that they were really trying to be like, hey, y'all don't give up because we're gonna need y'all when all this is done.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome that people still came together and people didn't lose hope, and they supported the indie wrestlers, because as much as we love the wrestlers that are signed, but it's like they have an income, but the indie wrestlers are the ones that got hit so hard, the indie wrestling community. So it was amazing when I heard the stories of people like, I've already bought like shirts here and I bought shirts there, or they were asking, how can I get your merchandise? I was like, wow, that's commitment to not just, the wrestling, but also commitment to, the skill that people have put into their work, the craft, and I loved it.
And I saw more people subscribe to people's Patreons and all of their, all the plethora of options that you can do to support wrestling. And like, it was such a beautiful thing that that everyone was having a tough time, but people still want to support the independent wrestling scene.
Yeah, that was the main thing, is like it wasn't just wrestlers who got hit, it was like everybody. And so like the fact that they're choosing to use like the little bit of money they have to be like, hey, y'all don't give up, because again it's like we're gonna need y'all. So I think that's what makes you push through, is it's like they're gonna need us when things start back up.
Right. And then Alex, just while you're here, we're gonna drop a little bit of a Mel bomb, because I think that Brian is out. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it while you're in chat, because I have been waiting. I have so many secrets in my head, and I can finally give one out because you are here in chat. You're gonna do it. So guys, May 1st, returning to Mission Pro Wrestling is Alex Gracia. She will be in ring.
I'm back in Texas.
Back in Texas. We're getting her here.
Well, make sure
and of course, we will get her here. So we want to make sure everybody knows Alex Gracia will be back in action May 1st, Mission Pro Wrestling. What you guys don't know is her opponent. Alex doesn't even know her opponent yet, guys.
I don't even know.
But because Alex is here, because y'all are here, because I have a big mouth and I cannot keep a secret anymore.
No.
I'm letting it out. It's going to be the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia versus the one, the only Marty Bell at Mission Pro Wrestling May 1st.
And it's her debut.
That's right. It will be Marty Bell's in-ring debut for Mission Pro Wrestling. You guys do not want to miss it. Come on down to Mission Pro Wrestling. Get your tickets.
We're starting off with a bang.
Oh my gosh, everyone go buy tickets right now.
That's right.
You'll have to buy tickets. This is just
so Alex, how do you feel about that?
A debut.
How do you feel about that big announcement?
I feel great. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like I'm so ready to like be back like wrestling, like indie shows, and especially like Mission Pro. Like I had so much fun there, and I just left a little while because like like COVID and like focusing on other things and traveling, and I was just traveling so much that I was just trying to be like more safe than sorry. But
right.
I'm just ready to like get back out there and like be in front of fans and just be at Texas. Like I know like my family wants to go to the show. They haven't seen me wrestle live in like over a year. So
wow.
So that like I'm just like so ready for all of
my goodness, the chat is blowing up about the announcement.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't keep up.
And just to let you know, Alex, Mikey he's already let me know he is buying his ticket to Texas.
He's gonna be in the front row, ready to go.
I know. So he is buying his tickets to Texas already. But yes, guys, Alex Gracia makes her return. Marty Bell makes her debut. Mission Pro Wrestling, March 1st. There you go. Another match announcement just for y'all in chat.
May 1st.
I'm sorry, May 1st. May 1st. Golly.
May 1st.
I'm already,
I was like,
we're so excited.
I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is.
May 1st. Get your tickets. If you know sponsors that want to get involved, they're due Friday. So you want to get requests in. We have some awesome tiers that will get you some amazing perks for being a sponsor, and you're supporting Mission Pro. So you don't want to miss that. You got to get involved, get in on the ground level. Because as you can see, tons of our sponsors are in the chat. They love us and we take care of you guys. So
I love it though. Alex has been keeping it quiet too. I was like, we gotta drop it at the right moment. So now Alex can put it up. I love it.
Yes. My Texas return.
Her Texas return. I love it too. So Alex, where can everybody find you on social media? And I know you have a website for your merch. Can you throw that out there as well?
Yes. So Instagram and Twitter, it's at AlexGracia3, and merchandise is alexgracia.net.
All right, guys, alexgracia.net. You've got new 8x10s up there as well, right? You just dropped like a month or two ago?
Yes, taken by the one and only.
Yes. New 8x10s, guys. If you haven't seen her shirts, go pick up a shirt. I need to get a shirt too, Alex. I realize I don't have a Pink Dream shirt.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All the shirts are on Pro Wrestling Tees because like they can keep up with the shirt printing and I can't. So I let them do that.
Okay, perfect. So Pro Wrestling Tees, Alex Gracia, is that your
I just had to like search my name.
Okay, perfect.
Amazing.
Search your name.
Figure that out.
I'm gonna have to go in and get some pink shirts.
Yeah. Then there's various colors, whatever you feel like.
Yeah. I like it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Alex, thank you so much for joining us in chat. And we'll let you catch up and find out what time zone you're in.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. It was great chatting.
Thank you so much for having me. I'll see y'all soon.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you soon. Bye, Alex.
Oh my God, I love her so much.
I do too. I'm a huge fan of Alex.
I apologize to everyone. I had so many technical issues tonight. My lights were going everywhere. I was keeping it like keeping it live.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Alex and I bonded at a show here in San Antonio. She was carrying her duffel bag from changing in her suitcase, and she was going to the locker room area. And the zipper, it's like before the show, and I was setting up my lights and everything, and the zipper on her duffel bag got caught on her tights, and she was like, "No, how can they tear like before the like? Obviously, they're gonna tear like during the show. That's fine." But she was like, "But I haven't even she's like, haven't even made it to the ring yet." So there I was like, "Don't move." Getting the bag off her tights, and we did it. We didn't tear them. It was awesome. So that was our first bonding moment.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. So like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm like the clumsiest person you'll ever meet, and I swear all of the most awkward things happen when like you don't need them to. Like things that you're like, how'd that even happen? Like that's what happened to me. So I would be that thing. I would be in that moment where like I'm wearing my like the cute outfit, and then like 14 things get stuck to me, and then I'm like dragging them across the room. That would happen.
All right, everybody, let's wrap Emily in bubble wrap at the next show.
Yeah. I do not give me an axe. Do not give me an axe to throw.
We're gonna put those away.
I want to do some pre-show segments, but I don't think that is what I should be doing.
Yeah, no, I'm staying away from that too. I'm gonna be the person where I throw it and it bounces back somehow. That's gonna
Like
be
a boomerang,
me.
yeah. Or
Yeah.
it falls and hits someone, and then I'm like, oh great, I hurt someone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so glad that that we got Alex though. Her schedule's been so crazy. Yeah, and she was so great. Her schedule's been so crazy, and I'm so glad that we were finally able to get her on because she is such a personality, and such a positive personality too, you know. But Emily, where can everybody find you on socials? Everybody's wondering.
Oh my god, yeah, everyone's asking. So you can follow me on all social media platforms at Emily Mae Heller. It's right there if you look right there. And you can follow United Wrestling Network. We have new Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and Memphis shows where I'm kind of the backstage correspondent, getting all the scoop for all the matches. We have some upcoming episodes coming out. And then I have a new episode of Pro Wrestling Pets as a part of the Women's Wrestling Talk podcast as well. And that's the latest one is with Mandy Leon from Ring of Honor.
I love it.
So check that out. I talked to her Pomeranian Foxy.
I saw the picture of that. It looks so cute.
I know. And she's 11 years old and she's so cute. And just, she snorted like throughout the whole interview. And that was her first big interview.
That's hilarious. I love that. I got to go check that out. I love it. And yes, Front Row says Emily in bubble wrap interviewing Shaza on a Segway. Let's do it.
I'm ready. On a roller coaster. We'll have a roller coaster, then a Segway.
This whole show, the budget is so crazy. You know, guys, we've talked about before a Mission Pro bus, so we can get like just everybody in the bus and just travel to AEW together. We've talked about a Mission Pro like airplane to save on the, you know, just to save on gas on the bus. Now we're looking at a Mission Pro Segway. I do think that we need electric scooters though to get around. You know, pinballs, because after a while my feet are killing me.
I know. I think we both need Segways to just our little scooters, like the little razor scooters. Let's do that.
Yes, little razor scooter.
Yeah, we need like some cute lights or something on them because we need them because we're like going back and forth a lot.
Yeah, exactly. My poor my step counter's like, okay, that's enough. You've hit your mark. Stop it.
I know. Cool. Melanie, where can people find you?
Guys, you can find me on Twitter at TCB in LA. TCB in LA is my Twitter handle. You can find me on Instagram at TCBTX Photography. I am also on Facebook. It's mostly my photography stuff, TCBTX Photography. Some of you guys have asked where you guys can buy prints of Mission Pro Wrestling. If you go to my bio in Instagram, on my is my link tree, and there is my smug mug, and from there you can buy prints from Mission Pro Wrestling. You can also buy PPW prints, and you can buy prints from other shows, but that is how you can buy prints from Mission Pro Wrestling from some of the shows. So they are up on my smug mug account through my Instagram bio. All right. Yeah. Mission Pro Wrestling Party in Dallas next year for Mania weekend. Dan, let's make it happen, Dan. I think we need to team up with like Down for the Count and some other podcasts. I don't know. Come on, Dan. Let's work together. Let's make it happen. I say yes.
We have a year to plan, you guys. A year to plan.
A year to plan, exactly. I'm so happy you guys were here in chat. But yeah, so you guys have heard already a couple of matches have dropped. So we have for sure La Rosa Negra versus Red Velvet. We've got Holodead versus Genocide. And now you have heard it here first. You guys have the inside knowledge. You have Alex Gracia versus the debuting Marty Bell. Guys, it's going to be
so incredible.
And as JR would say, it's going to be a barn burner, guys. It's going to be so much fun. Next week, guys, we are going to have Kylan King, the fiery redhead who yelled at Ryan in the show. So make sure to tune in because Kylan is just is another one. She's so entertaining. She's so positive, and she's just so much fun. I love her. I love her to death.
Yeah, definitely. That should be fun.
I think so. So guys, tune in to Mission Pro Wrestling's YouTube for the words that La Rosa Negra sent in response to Red Velvet. I'll be dropping that soon. But Emily, another great show. I'm so happy.
Yes, I know. I love this. I love hanging out with you on Tuesday nights.
I know. I'm going to let you take it away, though. I'm going to let you sign us out.
Oh my gosh. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for On a Mission Live. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this interview on all of our social media platforms, Mission Pro Wrestling. And we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.